Okay, so hi there. Let's take a look at this new set of essays, this first set of essays. Let's see what you wrote. The topic is better skills and creativity and enjoyable activity. Let's see what you said. Everyone wants to raise children who reach their highest intellectual, social, and emotional potential. Therefore, a fair amount of people believe that doing more fun and creative activities with the children helps them gain more skills than just reading. I completely agree with this notion, as critical thinking skills and creative problem-solving abilities are goals for children's development, which can be achieved by doing activities other than reading a book. That is lovely. Very nice. Good job. To begin with, activities such as playing games with children on consoles encourage imagination, creativity, as well as concentration, logical thinking, and problem solving, all of which are useful skills outside the gaming context. This is because many popular games require abstract and high-level thinking in order to win, skills that may not be acquired by reading. For instance, it has been shown that computer simulation games can improve users' motor skills and help to prepare them for real-world tasks such as driving a car. Therefore, it can clearly be seen that doing entertaining activities with youngsters can enhance their creative and cognitive skills. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another very important activity that children can learn from is sports. Sports not only make children physically fit, but also help them in learning various interpersonal skills such as communication, leadership, empathy, and so on, which are prerequisites for any position in an organization. Sports such as cricket or football teach children how to work as a team and be respectful to others. For instance, a UK school survey found 60% of children, it has to be children because we never use the word kids in an IELTS essay, it's too informal. So children who played sports in childhood excelled in professional fields as well. Needless to say, sports prepare children for their future lives. In summary, although reading is considered beneficial for youngsters, I strongly believe that there are innumerable skills that can be obtained and enhanced by the practice of a number of childhood activities. It is predicted that the future education systems will encompass a growing range of activities besides reading for a comprehensive development of a child. It's lovely. For your first essay, in fact, it's very well done. You've clearly followed the template. You made these comparisons with reading that are, I believe, are absolutely necessary in order to earn a high score here. It was clear, it was well thought out, it was accurate grammatically. The vocabulary was also really well controlled. So I'm really very, very pleased with this first essay, Daisy. Let's see. So you essentially said that you completely agree with this notion. Now, since you said you completely agree with this notion, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You gave two different types of skills, and I even like the way you divided it. You talked about ones that encourage imagination, creativity, and here you talked about ones that developed other skills. And the reason why I'm okay with this is because you did compare it to reading. I don't remember where you did it here. I think that, here it is. Yeah, skills that may not be acquired by reading. I think that really for this to be, completely ideal, I would have liked to see maybe a little more comparison with reading. Like, what else can these types of activities do that reading cannot? You mentioned it once. Okay, but I think you could have said a little more. Now, really, I'm obviously looking for details here. It's the difference between a high score and a higher score. So, but it is one thing that you could have done, because as you can see in the task, they have made a point of this comparison here. So they want you to refer to that comparison. You did it, but like I said, if you really wanted to get a much higher score, you could have said a little bit more about reading and how the activities that you are talking about support all of this skill building more than reading could. Okay, other than that, wonderful job. Let's take a look at your second essay here. Some people think that schools have to be more entertaining. Okay, others just educate. What do you say? It is undeniably true that the major purpose of schools is to educate pupils with an S or otherwise a pupil. However, many people argue that entertainment is quite essential in the school premises for the holistic development of students. In my opinion, extracurricular activities play a crucial role in the physical and mental growth of a child. All right, lovely. Now, one thing that I want you to be careful about here is the use of extracurricular. It's not a synonym for entertainment. It's not a synonym for an entertaining activity. Just because an activity is extracurricular, it doesn't mean that it's entertaining. So, for example, if someone is in a forensics club or in a serious, like, scientific club, they might find it fascinating, but that doesn't mean it's entertaining, where entertaining means amusing, something that makes people laugh, something that makes people relax. Okay, so extracurricular does not equal necessarily entertaining. Okay, let's move on. I'm not a huge fan of this. I see a lot of students writing this lately to embark upon. It feels very unnatural. It's not a strong beginning to a paragraph. So let's say something instead like firstly or to begin. To begin sounds a little better. So to begin, there is sufficient evidence to suggest that schools should implement entertaining programs rather than focusing solely on academics. This is due to the fact that by providing entertainment such as sports, music, and arts, this is due to the fact that providing, without the by, that providing entertainment such as sports, music, and arts makes students not only mentally and physically fit, but also teaches them various interpersonal skills such as communication, leadership, empathy, and so on, which are prerequisite for any position in an organization. Sports, such as cricket or football, teach children how to work as a team and be respectful of others. For instance, a UK school survey found 60% of children, I said it before, who participated in extracurricular activities in school excelled in professional fields as well. Clearly, children need more than just academic subjects to succeed in life. Okay, to elucidate my stance further, including a few entertaining subjects such as arts helps, with an S, in promoting creativity and imagination. Without these subjects, children will struggle to grow into individual thinkers when they reach adulthood. Why? Explain to me why. Furthermore, some children are particularly gifted in their creative abilities, and in participating in these activities encourages, with an S, them to develop their talents. For instance, many children develop a passion for painting or graphic design while learning these at school, and this might increase their career prospects. As expected, other activities and subjects are also important besides academic and subjects. To conclude, no comma after even though. So to conclude, even though the importance of academics cannot be denied, I believe that the purpose of schools, not the schools, should not be limited to education because it may hinder the mental and physical development of children and also reduces the problem-solving capacity. It is predicted that the future education systems will encompass a growing range of entertaining activities and subjects besides traditional subjects for a comprehensive development of a child. Okay, so I pretty much covered all the grammatical and punctuation errors and so forth. So what I want to talk about is a little bit about how you develop this essay. I kept referring back to this just to see if you were actually answering it, because I felt at a certain point that you were actually answering a different question. I felt like you were saying something to the extent of schools should have extracurricular programs in order to develop children more fully. To what extent do you agree or disagree? And I'm going to say that, yeah, it's true. Extracurricular activities are enjoyable, okay? And they are a learning. They do allow for learning and for education in a different kind of way than pure academic subjects. But I'm going to go back to this word of entertaining. Schools have to be more entertaining compared to just educating our children. So this one is talking about pure kind of the shoveling of facts into a child's mind, and the other one is talking about more enjoyment. Okay, so think about those words: enjoyment, entertainment. The reason why I have a concern with this overuse of extracurricular activities is that I feel like it kind of got you off topic sometimes. You were talking about art and how it could create a passion for art and graphic design. This could be help them in their future career. And then here you were talking about the skills that children get from sports. And so all of this was fine, but there was never anything about entertainment. So what I want you to do is look up some synonyms for entertainment. You'll see there's things like enjoyment. You'll see there's things like fun. There's words like amusement. And you never really analyzed any of that in this essay. You were just focused on the skills children gain, the future benefits they could have, and how it develops them as people and how it can potentially develop them as adults, okay? So that's what I want you to be a little careful about. I felt like you were kind of missing what some of this was supposed to be about, all right? However, again, it was lovely. It was well written again. I think your other essay was a little stronger, but this was also a well-written essay. So now what you need to do is you need to correct these. You need to return them back to us corrected. And I also want you to create an error correction list. That's a list where you'll write down your errors, and next to each mistake, you'll write down what the corrected version is. That's something I want you to add to with each essay you get back from us. And then, of course, the third thing I want you to send us is a new set of essays. Try to do this within the next 24 hours or so you can really apply everything you've been learning, okay? We're here. We're waiting to see what you write, so go ahead and get that started, and good luck to you.